People say the system is broken, that it failed, that it needs to be fixed, that something went wrong. That idea is comforting. Because if the system is broken, then nobody is really responsible. But that's not the truth. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as it was designed to work. Just not for you. From the moment you're born, you're placed inside a game you didn't choose. Rules already written. Paths already defined. You don't get to vote on the rules. You're expected to follow them. You're taught to study, to work hard, to behave, to wait. And if you do everything right, you're told things will work out. But no one explains what "work out" actually means. Because the system doesn't promise freedom. It promises participation. School doesn't teach you how money moves. It teaches you how to fit in. Effort, discipline, obedience. But never leverage. Never ownership. Never control. You're rewarded for memorizing rules, not for questioning them. Because questioning creates friction. And friction slows the machine. The system doesn't need thinkers. It needs predictable workers. People who wake up, trade time for money, pay bills, and repeat. Predictability is power. Not for you. For the system. And nothing creates predictability like debt. Debt is not a mistake. Debt is the engine. When you're in debt, your future is already decided. You can't slow down. You can't take risks. You can't say no, you need the paycheck. So you obey. Credit cards. Student loans. Car payments. Mortgages. They're sold as opportunities. But they're really anchors. Banks don't sell money. They sell obligation. Your future income, already promised to someone else. And once your future is spoken for, your choices shrink. That's not accidental. That's control. And notice this pattern. When regular people fail, they're blamed. They're told they didn't try hard enough. They made bad choices. They were irresponsible. But when banks fail, they're rescued. Bailouts. Emergency funds. Government support. Same failure. Different consequences. Why? Because the system doesn't punish failure. It punishes weakness. And ignorance creates weakness. That's why financial education is never prioritized. If people understood money, they would ask better questions. They would demand better terms. They would stop accepting bad deals just because they're normal. But an educated population is hard to control. So instead, the system teaches comfort. Consume. Distract. Repeat. Keep people busy enough to never step back and ask, why does this feel rigged? The truth is, the system doesn't need you to be poor. It just needs you to be dependent. Dependent on wages. Dependent on credit. Dependent on permission. Freedom is dangerous to systems like this. Because free people don't panic easily. They don't accept fear-based decisions. They don't move in herds. Once you see this, something important happens. You stop blaming yourself. But you also stop trusting blindly. You realize the system isn't evil. It's indifferent. It doesn't care if you struggle. It doesn't care if you win. It only cares that you keep playing. Understanding the system won't make you rich. Let's be honest about that. But ignorance guarantees you never will be. Awareness is not the destination. It's the starting line. Now you can see the board, the pieces, the incentives, the traps. Most people never get this far. They stay inside the game, confused, frustrated, blaming themselves. And the system hopes you stay there too. Because the moment you truly understand how it works, your moves stop being accidental. And that's the one thing the system can't control.